Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, kings and queens. So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys in this video. Because for the first 8 days of 2019, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting. And in the process of self-reflecting, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. And yesterday, I was just finishing up Liza's video that she posted about her, her journey of having a rough year last year in 2018. And I had a rough year too. Even though I don't really talk about it because I don't want to talk about it, I did have a rough year. And right now, after so much deliberation and so much thinking and daydreaming and all of these things, I've come to the realization of something that I haven't ever discussed with you guys before. Look, I know in my heart and in my soul and in my brain that I was being too picky about, women that I would love to date in the future. And I needed to take a step back and look at my life and see what I was doing wrong and try to learn from that mistake. And I've learned over the past 8 days, I know there's still so many more days. This all goes back to that self-love and self-discovery that I was talking about on the very first day of this year. Or maybe it was the very last day of last year. But of all the things that I've discovered in the first 8 days of 2019 is that the love I feel for myself doesn't work out all that well. I still love myself, don't get me wrong on that topic. But there are things that I've been doing wrong. And I've realized that I've been doing things the wrong way for the first 8 days of this year, where I've talked about, self-love and self-discovery, and I've talked about, wanting to date a woman YouTuber. That's still a goal of mine, but it's not as big as a goal of mine as, trying to figure out where my life is going, and how to get to the end of that rainbow, or that sunshine, or whatever you want to call it. Because honestly, I'm going to say honestly a bunch of times in this video, I don't like to think of myself as a man who, just sits by idly and watches as the world goes by. Sure, I do like to people watch, but in a respectful manner. And I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. In my brain and in my heart and in my soul, I've always pictured myself with someone that I can't have, or someone that's way out of my league, or something along those lines. And maybe it's because I'm not the most attractive guy, or maybe because I'm not the strongest guy, or the most fit guy, or the smartest guy, or the most adventurous guy, or the most hands-on person. But I'm trying to better myself every single day. And that's what this journey of self-discovery and self-love is all about for me. And I know it's only been 8 days into this journey of mine. But in that self-discovery, I found something inside of me that helps me, or that have helped me realize that I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting my energy on trying to chase something that's unrealistic and that's not, fair to anyone else out there who's a woman that's in my shoes. And I'm not saying that, I'm a woman or anything like that in this body. I'm a 100% man. And I'm 100%, trying to figure out where this 2019 journey is going to take me. I know we're only 8 days in. I understand that there's still, 352 days left. Or no, 350 56 days left or something like that. of 2019, but there's so much more that I need to learn in 2019 before I can move on to the next chapter in my life, which it just so happens to be my 30th birthday, which is in April, which is 3 months away. Look, I don't expect you guys to understand a word I say in this video, but this is just me being who I am and learning and discovering and loving myself and figuring out what life has for me to offer. Because I don't know how long I'm going to live. I may live to be 70 or 80 years old. I may live to be 120 years old. I personally don't know how long I will have on this planet. But in that time period between my first birthday and my 100th or 80th birthday or 100th birthday or 80th birthday or however long I live, I wanted to discuss this because this has been eating away at my soul and my heart and my brain for as long as I can remember, which is pretty long because I remember a lot of things in my life. Now, let's be real here. I want to ask you guys a question to end this video because this is a very important video question, and I want to discuss a little bit more about it in a little bit more detail later on, like maybe in the second video today. But I want to know if you guys all... Now, this isn't a religious question. This isn't, to be out there and figure things out. But do you believe in your heart of hearts and in your soul and in your mind that there is a life after death? Now, I'm not saying we come back as a ghost or anything like that. I'm just asking for personal reason. This could be to this... the Church of Scientology. It could be to anyone who knows about science or the afterlife or God or Jesus Christ or whatever you believe in. I want to know, do you think after we die, do our manifestation of human skin and body and mind and soul and heart, do we get to come back? Be reborn, if you will, as another person or another object, like a slug or a female or a male or something that we don't really know about. That's the age-old question I've been asking myself for years and years and years. Now, a lot of you may say no, and a lot of you may say yes, but I'm just curious. And this is just coming out of nowhere. I'm just curious. Do you guys believe in everything you've done in your life, whether you're young, you're 14, 13, or younger, or you're 50, 60, and beyond, and in that middle area between 15 and 59, do you believe in your body and your mind and your soul and everything else that there is a life after death? I mean, I'm not trying to get all religious on you, but if you think about it, Jesus Christ came back from the dead on Easter. Now wait, before you guys say anything, he did come back to life. That was years and years and years and years and years ago. But what do we do after we die? Do we just cease to exist, or do we become something? Do we become another human or another creature like a slug or some sort of a bug, and then grow into being a human again? That's what I would love to know in this video. After all of this stuff I told you about self-discovery and all that stuff, I guess that kind of intertwines with each other, but it really doesn't. So if you in the comment section down below could tell me what's your opinion on the whole coming back to life as an insect and then becoming like a bug, or not a bug, like a slug, and then coming into a flower or then from a flower you become a tree, and then from a tree you become, a human or something. I don't know. I don't know the whole process of becoming a human again. But if there is a way that could happen, I would love to know how that works. So please, in the comment section down below, let me know. With that being said, I'm going to let you guys all go today. You all know the drill, and I will have another video for you guys later on today. So be ready for that. I will see you guys, see every single one of you tomorrow, or later today. Bye-bye.